Hello, I'm Mary Ann Adams. I guess you can hear since I'm rigged up to this. And you're all new faculty, right? I'm assuming some of you may have been here maybe in a different role as visiting instructor, or else Tom went around and memorized these names really quickly, and I'm not quite that good. So I'm here not to talk to you about how you teach. I'm here to talk to you about your representation on Faculty Senate. You know, when you have problems, when you have issues, whether it's about something that's happening in the classroom, whether it's a concern of dealing within your department with your colleagues, whether it's an issue of needing mentoring that you feel like you're not getting, or, you know, any issue that you have, I want you to get to know who your faculty senators are. Who are the representatives from your college? In the handout that you got, I'm assuming all of you have your new faculty orientation workbook. And to show you how important Faculty Senate is, we are on the third page, I believe. And if you also look at the duties of the president and the provost, you will see, and I believe that's on page, well, we don't have them numbered, but when you look at the leadership of the institution, it talks about that the administration does talk to Faculty Senate about making decisions and looking at changes or things that need to be made at the university. So I do think Faculty Senate is very important. I know most of you came from universities either as a student where you just graduated or you worked at another university. How many of you were in some way active with your Faculty Senate or even knew who your faculty senators were? Okay, that's kind of good, not real strong. What I would like for you to do is make sure, you know, on this page, you have a list of who your faculty senator representatives are from your college. You also have a link to the Faculty Senate website. If you go to the Faculty Senate website, you can click on who your faculty senator is, send them an email if something comes up that you think is a concern. One thing we try to look at, if you get one email, we try to deal with that. If we get 5 or 6 about the same thing, then we realize this is a bigger problem than just something within one department. And we really try to look at it as Faculty Senate, you know, what changes can we make as a university? What do we need to talk to administration about? So we think we're very important. Hopefully, administration, and I believe they do, think we're also very important. We're a part of the process. You as faculty, new faculty members, are a part of the process of making this university be whatever it's going to be in the next few years. One very fortunate thing you have is you came at a time when we are going to be in a search this year for a new president. We did just restructure the provost's office, the research office. There have been a lot of changes. You have the opportunity to be a part of this new foundation of where we're going for the next, I started to say 20 years, but that's probably things change a lot in 20 years. So for the next 10 years, but being a part of who is going to be the new president, being on board with understanding how our legislators either do pay attention to USM or don't pay attention to USM, being a part of how we want to change as a university, how we want to be represented, how you want your college to be represented, how you as a faculty member want to be represented. If you look on your page that's in here on what Faculty Senate does, I think it's very important to be reminded. Maybe Dennis should be in here for this, but yeah, that's okay. No, that's all right. We'll let him read it. You can tell him afterwards to read it. But it says the Senate shall act on matters relating to due process, governance, resource allocation, university planning. Then we have meaningful input, which means we talk to administration and have dialogue with them about any faculty concerns, policy issues, development issues, planning and budgeting, resource allocation, and operation of the university. What I read from that is we control everything. Right?
He heard you.
See, I knew he'd come back in with that. So what that means is you as faculty do have input. At some universities, maybe faculty senate where you've been didn't have a strong voice or was not real involved in talking to administration and working with administration. We are. We want you to be involved with us. I realize as new faculty, none of you are going to be on faculty senate. You might be next year. But get to know your senator. Be connected. Be involved. Send that email if you have an issue that comes up that you're concerned about. If you have an issue that you don't want somebody broadcasting at faculty senate, but you want to say, I just don't quite understand this and I don't feel like I'm quite getting what I need, you can send it to me and you can say, this isn't something I really want broadcast, but it's a concern I have. It may be a concern that 5 other people have emailed me about or emailed their faculty senator about. So then we can bring it up and we know, okay, this is something that's an issue that we need to resolve. So let's talk to administration. Let's figure out what the problem is. So be active. This is your university. You know, you're coming in on the ground floor of having a new president, looking at who we're going to have for a new president, looking at research, looking at resources you have. So I think it's a great time, a wonderful time. I hope you're excited about being new faculty. I think I've been here 28 years, a long time, 28 years, and I honestly do believe we are a faculty that try to work together, that do have input, that can make a change. So I want you to be a part of that change and to feel like you're a part of this faculty. You're not out there by yourself. And as far as your faculty, I'm the president this year. Desmond, who I'm going to turn it over to, say a few words. Desmond is the president-elect, so he will be carrying it on and be the president next year. He's from science and technology. I'm from education and psychology. Then we have Branton, who is secretary, who's from the libraries, and Lachel Story, who's the secretary-elect, who is from the newly developed College of Nursing. So Desmond, so they can put a face with a name. And Desmond hadn't been here, I don't think, quite as long as me. You hadn't been here quite as long as me, I don't think.
No, I haven't been here quite. Can you hear me? Desmond Fletcher, School of Construction. I'm president-elect. My job now is to carry Mary Ann's bags. I'm doing a good job at that. Keep her out of trouble. Make sure she and the provost get along. I'm working on that. I think the most important thing that Mary Ann said was to be active. Go to the links for our Faculty Senate website. Find out who your local senator is. If you don't want to speak to your local senator, feel free to contact Mary Ann or myself or any other senator. Get to know what the issues are. On the website, we have all the past resolutions that have been passed, so you get kind of a sense of the history. And what active resolutions are out there being worked on will be posted as well. We have some new other resources through the library, Aquila, which has our archives for years prior, all that's linked from our website as well. So thank you.